with curiosity and a knack for reviews, he's the hungry ferret.
Hi everybody, so today we have exciting grinders to go over. It's a Lido 3. This is the third Lido from Orphan Espresso. This company has been making pretty solid grinders. So we're going to take it out of the box here. You see, this design is totally different from the Lido 2 in packaging. The directions are similar. So the Lido 3 comes in a travel case. The screwdriver basically slides into the handle. It will tighten and loosen the bits. And on the other handle, you can put the brush, and this is used for cleaning. And inside, you have the Lido 3. The Lido 3 is a totally different color scheme. Instead of the traditional 1 and 2 silver, this time they made it black. The bottom is a plastic container. It's supposed to be anti-static. This is the difference from the glass that we traditionally used to have. In the Lido 2, one of the big complaints was to be able to count the markings. The blue line will help greatly this time. The construction of the Lido 3 is pretty similar to the Lido 2. Now, to release the handle, there's a little screw on the bottom you push up. This will lift the handle up, and from there you can swing it over. It's pretty difficult to pull the handle from the top side. And the handle just snaps into place after you turn it. The handle is a soft rubber grip, which is a big improvement. Also comes with a rubber plug. I never really had problems with beans jumping out, but some people do. Here's the Lido 3 next to the Lido 2. The height is pretty much the same. The anti-static container is a little taller than the glass one. So let's start playing around. How much of the parts do you think we could exchange? So it looks like the container we could definitely swap out. If you prefer the anti-static plastic container, then you could definitely buy the replacement piece. If you want to have the Lido 2 to have a collapsible handle, you could just basically buy the Lido 3 handle and swap it out. And I'm just showing you that you can swap them and they both turn. As you can see here, it fits perfectly. Also to note that the rubber stopper from the Lido 3 fits on the Lido 2. So if you have a problem with beans jumping out while you're grinding, you could definitely swap them out. Also to let you know, you could exchange out the tube. If you don't like the tinted tube, you could swap out for the clear one. So let's take a look at the inner burr. As you can see, the design is totally different from the Lido 2 and the Lido 3. The Lido 3 had a design change. It was so that the cranking would be much easier. And this is the outer burr. Again, it's totally different shape. And here are some shots at different angles. The outer burr is interchangeable too. This means you could change piece by piece or swap with your friends. Also a change from the Lido 3, there's a little plastic O-ring. The Lido 3 roughly weighs about 1,000 grams. So let's do a test grind. So I loaded each one with 14 grams of beans. I set both to 1 revolution. They're basically set at 16 marks. So the Lido 2 basically took 20 seconds to grind. The Lido 3 took 17 seconds. So let's take a look at the grinds here. So on the left I got the 2, on the right I got the 3. As you can see, they're not exactly the same, so the settings are different. The Lido 2 is set pretty much for drip. The Lido 3, at 1 revolution, it looks more closer to a French press. So let's readjust the Lido 3. This time again with 14 grams. And we're going to set it at 10 marks. When setting 10, it did take longer, to 24 seconds, but it was much easier to grind. And as you can see, 16 perfectly matched 10 on the Lido 3. So let's take a look at some finer settings. I set the grinder at 2 ticks, 3 ticks, and 4. And you could basically see how fine you could get it. I was not able to grind any beans at 1. They're very hard to distinguish from each other visually, as you can see in the video. They pretty much almost look like the same setting. I'm sure when you run it through the espresso machine, you will notice the difference. This grinder can't quite get to Turkish grind, but it comes pretty close. This grinder will definitely work for espresso. So what do I think about this grinder? I love it. If you don't have a Lido 2, then it's a definitely buy. The only problem with this grinder that it is a little big and expensive. This grinder will last you a long time. Everything is built solid and with heavy precision. The results from the grinder are excellent. If you have a Lido 2 or 1, you may not want to upgrade unless you want to travel. The collapsible handle, the much lighter weight, and the plastic container is quite nice. Please post your comments and questions below. When you get a chance, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.